There we are. I see you.
Do you see me?
I see
Oh,
you. Oh, it's not letting me invite.
let's go back. Here we go.
Oh my goodness. It's not saying invite, saying pin comment.
How about now? Woo!
Are you seeing anywhere where it says join?
I don't see anywhere where it says join, which is interesting. And it's refreshing right now.
Oh, okay.
So let's give it a second.
All right. So good morning on Facebook. Please put in the comments body, mind, spirit, and we will draw you a card. Good morning.
Yes.
I see Erin on there and Heather and Kim. Erin,
Hi, Heather.
Heather,
Hi, Kim.
Kim. And so let me just introduce you to my special guest today. So thank you all for joining us. I am super excited to have Soraiya on here. How come Vasanji?
Vasanji, yep. Soraiya Vasanji.
Yeah, Soraiya Vasanji.
Vasanji, yep. Perfect.
Soraiya is a certified professional coach, energy leadership index master practitioner who inspires moms to create their best life and ditch what doesn't serve them. Yes, yes, yes. We all feel that way. She loves sharing her wisdom on mindset, the power of language and affirmations, self-love, self-worth, leadership, and self-mastery. She is the founder of the Mummy Mindset Summit and Free to Be You Summit series, where she interviews experts, myself included, on topics that interest moms so they can love up their messy mom life. It's all about being present, not perfect, and creating the best life now. Soraiya is married to her soulmate, has a 4-year-old daughter, and lives in Toronto, Canada. She's a foodie, a jet setter, and loves collecting unique crafting and stationery products. I love that. I've just started collecting stationery products. She lives up to her moniker, Soraiya, a ray of sunshine. So before we get started, sign up for the free summit. The link is in the comments and the link is in my bio on Instagram. So welcome, Soraiya. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. And yes, I truly just love to love up on people. That's what I do best. That's what I know. And once I realized that that was my gift, it's so easy and free to be me.
Nice. I love it. I love it. All righty. So we aren't able, I don't know, we're having technical difficulties getting Soraiya on Instagram. That's why you can see us moving around so much.
Yep, moving around.
Maybe we'll just, if you're on Instagram and you want to see Soraiya, just pop over to Facebook and you'll be able to see us. Otherwise, they'll be able to hear you.
Awesome.
Just give us a thumbs up. June or Shelly, just give us a thumbs up if you can hear Soraiya okay. But let's get started. So Soraiya, tell us about your journey to doing summits, like being the host of summits, and just your whole coaching business. How intuitively were you guided on this path?
Amazing question. And I love this. And first, Candace, I love you. Thank you so much for having me. And I love this topic about really trusting our intuition. And I would love to share, my background. I first started my sort of career in the pharmaceutical world, in the healthcare industry. And I was following the footsteps of my father. And it intrigued me and I was curious and I was good at it. And so I went into sales and I went into market research and I went into marketing and I absolutely loved it. And it definitely showed me parts of my strengths. I could see them. And when I would get feedback from people like, you would be a great coach, you give great advice, you're a great listener, how do you use your strengths in your career? And I'd think about it and I'd be like, well, I use some of my strengths in my career, but I'm not using all of my gifts and strengths and talents. And that's when I started to clue in that there was something else out there for me. And I also realized that at the end of the day, I would do and do and do. And yet I still wasn't fully satisfied about what I was creating and producing and doing in the world. And that's when I knew that there was something else. And so I started to look inwards and I started to really trust myself and let go of the exterior of the facade that I was putting out there, that I was calm, cool, collected, and had it all together, because I didn't have it all together. And as my journey shifted towards creating a family and going along that line, I started to realize there was a lot more about myself that I was sort of pushing down and not listening to,
Mhm.
and that I get to listen to that part, the good, what might be looking at as ugly, but actually it's just about learning about ourselves and accepting all of ourselves and
Mhm.
realizing that that's who I get to be. And that's where I found freedom. And the whole summits started. I became a coach back in 2015. And I was still working in the corporate world, still for pharmaceuticals and biotech companies, and coaching on the side. And I was coaching women in leadership, just like myself. And as my story transferred and changed, and I was looking to start a family, I had a pretty rocky journey in terms of becoming a mom. Yet, Candace, I knew that all I wanted in that moment was to be a mom. Like, I knew it was my desire in the world to be a mom because I felt like I had so much love to give. And becoming a mom was a really challenging, go for me. We were
Mhm.
pregnant with our twin daughters and we ended up losing them during pregnancy, and that rocked my world. I mean, I just wanted to turn off the lights, close the windows, close the doors, not let anybody in, and just sit in my pain and my misery.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I knew that this is not what my life is about.
Mm.
This is not what anybody's life is about. And I leaned into hope and I leaned into truth. And I looked outside my window. I remember we were living in San Francisco in a town called San Carlos. And I was looking out at my balcony and I could see the water and I could see some of the mountainous area. And I was just like, God created such a beautiful place. Like, we live in such a beautiful place. How can I be feeling this much pain? And that's when I knew that I get to shift my story, and it was to support others in their fertility journey, support others going through their any type of grief that they're going through, and really be that hope and be that inspiration and be that flicker of light in that darkness. And
Mm.
then as my journey continued to change, and then I did was blessed to have a daughter, Nyla, who's now 4 years old, I realized that, you know what, as a mom, there's so much societal pressure. There's so much generational baggage of how our parents raised us and how their parents raised them and their parents raised them. And
Mhm.
it's not an attack or any kind of negativity towards our parents and the other generations. It's more that we get to free ourselves, just uncouple and unhook from that being our truth. And when I unhooked from that, I realized that there was so much more that I have to give. And I get to coach moms just like myself to let go of all of that and just love our messy mom life. It's about being present, not perfect. It's about really showing who we are and being grateful for all that we have. And that's where my intuition really started to come alive. And when COVID happened, I knew I couldn't just sit on the back lines and not do anything for community and for moms in general. And that's when I founded the Mommy Mindset Summit, where I interview speakers like yourself and I bring your wisdom and your truth into the light for others to hear, for lots of moms to hear, for women in general to hear, to get empowered and inspired to let go of what doesn't serve us. Just let it go. I invite you all to surrender with me. Just let it go and focus instead on our truth and the abundance that's right in front of us, and live our best joyous life.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful story. And I think so many can relate to this, wanting children and the struggles that we go through. And then what I'm picking up too is not spiritually bypassing, like sitting, allowing yourself to sit in the messy, sit in the sadness and the challenges of being a
Yes.
mom, and all the different scenarios that can go along with it. But
Yes.
then coming back to ourselves, knowing that we're here for something more. Like that's what I really heard you saying, is that there's this inner knowing, which I believe I've asked this question in workshops, thousands of workshops, who here feels they're here for something more, and 100% of the people raise their hand.
Yeah.
And so it's that inner knowing that we have, that we're here for something more. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so good. I'm super excited. This is going to be amazing. I wish I could get you onto Instagram. I don't know what's
I'm
happening.
trying. I'm trying.
And I don't know. Anyway, welcome everybody. So if you're just joining, put in the comments body, mind, spirit, and we're going to draw a card for you on Facebook and on Instagram. And fun fact, I'm interviewed in Soraiya. I'm being interviewed in her summit, Be Free to Be You Summit. So you
Yes.
can register for that right now. The link is in my bio on Instagram, or it's in the comments or description here on Facebook. But also, I'm going to be on your Facebook Live this week.
Yes. Yes. We're going to talk all about that. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, so this is going to be fun. All right, so let's start with a bit of a grounding. Just if you can, sit up and close your eyes and just take a breath. And let's just connect first to all of the messy parts in our lives. All of the messy parts in our lives. And it can be literally messy and sometimes, the clutter and the mess. But then there's the other parts where we don't feel like we have it all together, where we're not doing enough, that we're not good enough, that we feel we should be doing more. Just let's lean into those messy parts of ourselves. And then just taking a breath, calling in any spirit of your own understanding to join us. And then asking your source, do you need a card for your body today? Do you need a card for your mind? This call is going to have a lot of mindset techniques here that we're going to be able to give you today, tools. Are you called to get a connection to spirit? So just putting in body, mind, spirit, and then also put in anything else that you want guidance towards. You've got an amazing coach here to give you any insight, any direction, any guidance that you would like. So if you want to put a quick question in the comments, go ahead and let's get started. Just opening your eyes. Alrighty, so we're going to give Shelly, the birthday girl, a card first.
Yay, Shelly!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
All right, third eye chakra, third eye. So Shelly's on, she didn't put in body, mind, spirit that I can see on here. All right, so it's third eye chakra, Ajna chakra, and the words are intuition, purpose, and perception as she's heading into a new year. What are you picking up? Well, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, okay. Heading into a new year, it's your birthday. You get to trust, Shelly. You get to trust what's right in front of you. You get to lean in and be yourself and showcase who you are in this new endeavor. You get to let go of any sort of things that you had labeled yourself as previously. You get to let all the labels go and be your authentic self. Just show up as you are, and you will be able to receive and give, and recognize that in receiving, you are allowing others to give freely as well.
Yeah, exactly. And that you are constantly getting your intuitive hits. You're constantly getting those intuitive hits of so open up and receive those intuitive hits so that it leads you on your path to make it the word like more with ease and with more grace, right?
Yes.
So you can just so that it, so when you have that connection to spirit, it makes life easier, right? When you're following your intuitive guidance, it doesn't seem to be as much of a struggle. It's not as hard to make decisions. It's like it's that feeling. And so you are getting this card's telling you that you're getting that insight, you're getting those answers, and it's just like lean into it, trust it, allow for it.
Yes, ease and flow. Shelly, you are ease and flow, and that is the gift you get on your birthday.
Yes, yes, yes. All righty. So, Erin, good morning. Okay, a card for spirit. All righty. Erin is a new mommy. She had a baby boy in February.
Congratulations, Erin.
Child's pose.
This says it all.
And the words are humility and protection, because when in yoga and asana, we go into child's pose when we're feeling overwhelmed, when we're feeling like it's getting too challenging, when it's, when it might be getting a little bit hard, we go into child's pose. So what do you have to say about this?
Yeah, I mean, I love this, especially knowing that you recently gave birth to a baby. This is your rebirth as well. This is your birth into motherhood, and you get to feel all the feels of all parts of the journey. There will be times where it feels stressful. Nobody gave you this guidebook of here you go, here's how to be a mom. And so you get to feel all the feels and recognize that you get to give yourself whatever it is that your inner child needs. So if your child needs a hug, your child needs a nap, your inner child needs, that's you, needs some quiet time, some, harmony, I love this, just curling into yourself. You get to give yourself that love. You get to give yourself that grace, and know that all of those parts of, the early moments in the first year of being a mom, it's all perfect. It's all perfect in how imperfect it is. And just embrace it, lean into it, surrender into it, and show yourself that love and grace and compassion that you get to have.
Yeah, I love that. Yes, so true. So true.
Yes.
All right.
We make it harder for ourselves. And Erin and all the other mamas with little ones, you know what? Just surrender to ease and flow. Let it go, let it be. And it truly is magical. Even those moments where you're just so exhausted and you just don't know if you have to like give another bottle. Is it time for feeding, changing a diaper? Just don't even think about it. Don't worry. Just follow your intuition. You trust, you get to be that mom to your little one, and you know exactly what it is that they need. And you get to ask yourself what you need and give it to yourself.
Yeah. Yes, I'm getting chills. I love that. Love it. All right. Carrie Ann, body, please. Yes. Shoulder stand, queen. Shoulder stand is the queen of yoga postures, and the words are queen and empower. And
Ooh,
this is for your body. This is for trusting your body, knowing that your body is perfect the way it is, and that it's functioning perfectly, and that it, like sit up a little bit taller and feel the gratitude for all that your body has and all that your body is capable of, and all your body, all the healing that it's able to do. What are you picking up, Soraya?
yeah. I also get this image of just like really the trust and the knowing is in every cell of the body. And it's calling me to ask the question, like, what is your relationship with the different parts of your body and the different like organs of the body? And specifically as a mom, like, your relationship with your femininity, your relationship with your uterus, your ovaries, your, just all of the things that you recognize as feminine in your body. Send those parts of your body love, send those parts of your body appreciation. Doesn't matter how it looks, what stretch marks, what, anything that has to do with your skin. It is beautiful. It has carried yourself. It has potentially carried the baby. Whatever that looks like, you get to honor it and get to recognize that you are a goddess, and you get to let your goddess shine through.
Yeah, yeah. I do this one exercise in the her story when we're diving into our her story, and yeah, just putting your hands onto your lower belly and just I love you, I love you, I love you,
Yes.
just sinking
Yes.
into it. Beautiful. I love that so much. Alrighty, so Heather, let's draw you a card, Heather. I'm just taking a look. Oh, for mind this morning. Okay. Heather, plank pose, strength and capability. And Heather was my special guest last week. So this is
Awesome.
exciting. Now you're on this side and you get a card read. So yeah, go ahead, Soraya. Plank pose.
Pose. Plank pose to me is about strength. Like you have an inner strength that is either untapped, or that you can do more, go more, be more in something that you maybe are holding back on. You get to unleash, girl. You get to like fully be you and show your strength of character, show your strength out there, be the strength that you see that's missing somewhere in your life. There is strength that is missing, and you get to be that. You get to fill that.
Heather's very, very strong. And that's what the words are for this card is strength and capability. And yeah, this in the write up in the book. Well, in actually the big book, it's in both books. It says, you've got this, right? When you're in that pot, in this, in situations, can I do this? Can I handle this? And the answer is a resounding yes, you've
Yes.
got this. Yeah.
Yes, you got this.
Yeah, totally, totally. Alrighty. My nose is itchy. I'm getting lots of messages coming in. Alrighty, let's go back here. June would love a card for spirit. Okay, this one jumped out. Downward facing dog, routine and efficiency.
Downward facing dog, routine and efficiency.
And you wanted it for spirit. So what I'm picking up automatically is a regular meditation practice. Make sure you
Mhm.
do it every single day, same time, same, really get into that habit of doing it, having the routine. And
Mhm.
even when life changes and your days go, change day by day, making sure it's your non-negotiable. That's the way to connect to your spirit, connect to your soul, and That's what I'm getting. What are you getting?
Yeah, the additionally, I'm getting with routine habit stacking, whatever it is that you already are doing, add something else that will benefit you in terms of a mantra, an affirmation, drinking water, even just hydration, whatever it is that you're already doing in your routine, add something else that will supplement or benefit you. And I love this creating a meditative practice that is so routine that it's automatic, like your whole body craves it and wants it and does it just automatically.
Yeah. I was in a photo shoot one time, and I've been meditating since I was 13 years old.
Yeah.
And I was in a photo shoot one time, and, we're doing all these photos, photos, photos. And then I sat into easy pose, and I went to my mantra, and there was the photographer and then the stylist, and they both went, "Oh my God, did you see that? Her face just changed." So it was so routine for me that when I sat into easy pose, went to my mantra, my face just relaxed. And it's like that, you're right, like that's that routine, or the practice, and the memory, right, the cellular memory
Yes.
of just doing it all the
Yes.
time, that you're just
Yeah.
automatically into it.
Yes.
Love that. Okay.
I love that too. It can also be with smells. Like I talk a lot about essential oils too, but even just something you have around the house that excites that part of your body. It goes through your olfactory and really lights up your hippocampus and amygdala, and those feelings come back out naturally. That can really promote it, like support that as well.
Yeah, or I have altars. Like I like to have altars. I have an altar on my desk, and I have
Yeah.
altars in lots of little places in my house. And it's just that when I see it, it's just this brings me back to center, brings me
Yeah.
back to the core. Yeah, I love that. Okay, and I want to let everybody know as well that I'm doing Intuition is Your Superpower free masterclass on Thursday this week. So register right away. The link is again in the write up here on Facebook, as well as on Instagram. It's in the bio. So go to my bio and you can sign up for both. Free to be you free summit, as well as the lots of free stuff here today, and as well as my free masterclass Intuition is Your Superpower. That's going to be Thursday night at 7.
I love it.
Right.
Intuition as your superpower. I just love that. I love it.
Yeah,
It's
like when we tap into it, we can really soar. Like I believe that for entrepreneurs, soulpreneurs, that when we have a business, anybody can create a business, but when we connect to our spiritual vision and connect to our intuition, then the business will really soar.
yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
Totally. And I love that it's like alignment and abundance. That's what I hear you say is
Yeah,
alignment brings abundance. And it's something where you're not fighting it. You're not making it hard for yourself. It's really ease and flow, like what we were sharing with Shelly. It's about ease and flow, aligning with yourself, recognizing your true gifts, use it as your superpower and attract the abundance that everybody gets to have. I love
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Cool.
exactly. All right, Kim, mind. Nice card, Kim. Sun salutation, prosperity and abundance. And this is really about being in that flow, right? Because inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And so it's like using the breath to just allow you to keep moving into this flow. And it's for her mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, and when you said breath, also felt like nourishment, like nourish all those parts of yourself. It is the flow, and it's not just about giving and doing on the outside. We forget that we're human beings, and we end up being human doings, and we're human beings. So just be in that flow, and you're it, and just like trust it.
Yeah, so good. Yeah. And for the mind, like just checking, like staying in with the gratitude and the abundance, and how much you're doing, and not putting more pressure on yourself,
Yeah.
allowing it to just come and flow. And yeah, that's
I
great.
also just got this sort of image of, when you ground yourself, especially our mind, grounding ourselves, thinking about like that big redwood tree or that big tree that is so grounded and rooted to the earth. But yet when you look up at the leaves, they're swaying and flexible and able to shift and bend wherever you need to go. And that's what our mind gets to be. It gets to be grounded in our knowing, but then also be open and vibrating and moving with what gets to happen. And so we anything that is stuck, like just let it go.
Yeah, really good. Okay, let's carry on here. Good morning, Val. And Karen, good morning. Kathy. All right. Kathy would like, so put in in the comments, body, mind, spirit, and I will draw you a card. We will give you, oh my goodness. I just shuffled them. Did you see the shuffle? And then I pulled this again. All right. This is for Kathy, for body, prosperity, and abundance. And it's like opening and to receive the abundance. And Kathy is in my Ignite business training. And so actually, so is Kim. So
I love it. I love it.
It's time to receive, to open up to the flow of receiving abundance.
Yeah. And this whole idea about receiving, I really want to talk into this for a minute.
Yeah.
When we are feeling like, as women, we're nurturers, right? We want to take care of others and we are giving of ourselves, especially as moms and women generally, we give so much, we give, and give. And the thing is, if we really want to give to the best of our ability, the way to do that is to actually pause and receive. Because when we receive, we're allowing others to give, but we're filling our cup up. We're filling ourselves up so much that we have so much overflow to give more. So it's amazing that our capacity, our willingness to be patient, our willingness to hear, listen to the listening, to be present is so much more that can be such a gift of giving, that to give, we first get to receive. And I realized how stingy I was in giving when I wasn't receiving, because I was like, oh, I don't need the help. I'm good. I don't need the help. I don't need to ask for support. But when we ask for support and we receive, we get to actually give so much more. So this is, to me, is about abundance and opening yourself up to receive, and then your willingness to be able to give it right back.
Yeah. And so what are some of the ways that we can receive or ask for support?
Yeah. I mean, it's literally as simple as saying like, some of the things that I do is I write down a list of all the things that I think I have to do. And I identify what are the things that actually I don't have to do that I can delegate to somebody else, or what are the things that I can do, but they don't cause me joy. And maybe when I share that and invite somebody else, hey, these are the things that I have going on. Can you support me with any of these? Some people will be like, oh yeah, I love to do social media. Let me help you do that. Awesome. You go and do that, girl. You go run with it. Or, hey, I'd love to spend time. Like my husband loves to give my daughter a bath. And so sometimes I find that that's like too much for me to do right before I'm trying to make dinner. So he'll be like, oh, great. I'll go do a bath with Nyla. Like I'll go help. I'll go give her a bath. Awesome. That's great. That's one thing less that I don't have to do. Although it's fun, or can be fun if you look at it that way, but it frees me up to be able to do, more prep on dinner. And so it's identifying those things that you don't necessarily have to do, or that doesn't cause you joy, and asking for support for those things. Or when it's like we don't know something, literally just say, you know what? I don't know right now what it is that I need. I don't know what I'm feeling, but I'm not feeling 100%. And let somebody else see into you and give into you, and like allow that to happen. Allow it to be that it's not, you don't have to do it all, and that it doesn't have to be hard. When we literally shift what we're thinking to the complete opposite, when we say something is hard, it feels hard, and it is hard. But when we shift it and say it gets to be easy, it actually feels easier, because our mindset, we have reframed it to saying it can happen. I am good. I am worthy. I am enough. Because you already are. And when you start saying it, that's when you get to receive. That's when people want to pour on love on you. And that's when you just, I don't know if that answered your question, but that's what I feel.
And it's almost like we have these to-do lists, and do they really have to get done? Like I've always, I remember, this is a teaching moment that I've shared with other people, but I remember when I would have dinner parties and I'm like, okay, we got to get the table set, we got to get this done. And, people are coming any minute. And if I would go and meditate, when I would go, and you think at that time, it's the last thing you need to do is go meditate.
Yes.
But I would go meditate, and then I'd come back and it'd be like, it doesn't matter, right?
Yes.
I don't have to get that done, right?
Yeah.
So even allowing yourself to go, does this really have to get done? And I know that if it doesn't get done today, it didn't need to get done today, right? Because I know I can get done what I actually need to get done every single day.
That's right.
I
Yeah, and being fully present. I love it.
Yeah, so good. Okay, so Pamela, let me just check and see. Good morning. We didn't do Pamela yet, no.
Nope.
Body. There we go, body. And then Heidi. We'll do Heidi afterwards. Get the same card again. I thought it was, but we did get this card earlier too. Downward facing dog, routine and efficiency. And this is for body.
Body. Yeah. I mean, what I'm thinking and hearing is our body likes routine, right? We like to do things a certain way all the time. And there is a balance and a harmony to doing things the way that our body knows and feels comfortable doing, and also changing it up. Also, being that interruption in our body to do something different. We all know that when we work out the same way, we're utilizing the same muscles, but it's great to actually do a different muscle, take a different walk, go somewhere different, change it up so the body has something new to experience. And there's a balance between having that harmony and listening to our body, and also being that loving interruption to change it up so that our body has something new to experience.
So funny, because that's exactly what I was picking up right from the very beginning, is that it's not really about the routine. It's actually changing it. It's like injecting it with something totally different. I
Yeah.
started a new workout program, and I'm very comfortable in what I've been doing for the last 4 months. But I started a new one, and it's like, yeah, it's good to just inject it with all that, with something different, and change it up.
Yeah.
The body
Yeah.
loves it. The body loves it.
Yeah, I mean, it speaks into curiosity. Our brain likes curiosity, our mind likes curiosity, our body likes curiosity. And the way that shows up is, moving it in a different way. And literally, like, I know we'll put music on and just let the body sort of move in whatever way. And sometimes my body will move in a way that I've never realized or thought about. And it's just organically what was coming out and what, I got to feel in that moment, or even just stretching in the beginning of the morning, really finding that length in the body is really powerful.
Yeah. All right, Heidi for spirit. Niyamas. So this is positive environment. It's cleanliness, contentment, discipline, self-study, and devotion. So positive environment for spirit.
Yes, I love this. This is all about what your environment is. Your spirit wants to be free, also wants order and organization. It doesn't have to be like everything is meticulously in a certain way, but when your mind is like clutter free and your space is clutter free or organized in a way that you like it, your spirit is actually able to show up in a bigger way. You're able to sense it and feel it in a really beautiful way. And it's also in that like lightness and clear and white. Like, I see a lot of light and white. It's really going out in the sunshine, surrounding yourself with lightness, wearing lighter clothing. That all allows the spirit to sort of shine in your environment.
Oh, I love that. And I keep picking up flowing environment. All righty. Jill would love a card for her body today.
Mhm.
I don't know what is with these cards today. They're just flying.
There's energy. There's energy in the cards.
All right. Pratyahara, sense withdrawal, quiet and silence for Jill.
Ooh, silence for the body. Wow.
Mm.
Wow. Okay. That's to me like tapping into your inner truth and what your body is trying to reveal to yourself. Really hearing like your heartbeat, really hearing and connecting with different parts of your body that maybe you haven't, or that you have, but in a different way. Really doing like grounding sort of exercises, quiet, meditative, like relaxation, sitting in silence, drinking a hot cup of tea or coffee, like just allowing yourself to connect in that body in a still way, not in a busy doing frenetic way, but in just like a calming, still way.
Mhm.
Yeah, like listening to water. I don't.
Yeah, listening to water. Yeah, I love that. Oh my God, so good. Jill normally winters in Mexico, so I bet you're missing the water of the pool and the ocean, and yeah, so just sitting in that
Yeah.
stillness. Alrighty, you guys, put in the comments what your takeaway is, because in Facebook, there's been quite a few comments in here, good comments. But put in your comments of what your takeaway is from your cards. And also give us a thumbs up and a heart. A lot of times there's lots of comments, but we need the thumbs up and the hearts. And be sure to share this. This has been just so amazing to have you here, Soraiya, this
I
morning.
love it.
So many
I love
great
it.
nuggets of wisdom and
Thank
inspiration.
you.
All right. Thank you on Instagram, getting the hearts. Okay. All right. So Kathy asked for a card. Do you mind going a little bit longer? We'll do a couple.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Let's serve Kathy.
All right. So this is a different Kathy. This is Frenchie Yogini Queens. Kathy, wheel pose. And it's funny because when I was shuffling the deck, this card kind of shot, like I noticed it when I was shuffling, but
Mhm.
Here it is. So it got pulled. So this is for Kathy. Cycles and change. It's wheel pose. Cycle and change.
And did Kathy choose mind, body, spirit?
Mind.
Mind. Ooh, cycle and mind. Oh, I love this. Okay. You know, our mind likes to think in repetitive patterns. We see patterns everywhere with our mind. It's just natural the way that our brain works. And you get to interrupt those patterns and see something different. There's a new way of thinking. There's something new on the horizon that you get to incorporate into the way that you're thinking about things. Bring in different pieces of information, bring in new words or bring in new affirmations that maybe you haven't yet discovered or haven't yet really embodied or embraced. And that will allow you to see something different. It's about like revolution in the wheel. There's a revolution. I was even in this conversation about if you think about a clock and like how that is a circle and there's a wheel, like the first from noon to 3 is one part of the circle, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12. When you see that as a cycle too in our day, there's different parts of the day. There's different parts of our thoughts so that we get to shift. We get to enroll ourselves into thinking that we can do things that we didn't think were possible. We get to think about how what was once negative or once was not attainable is now attainable. And how this relates to yourself and intuition is there may be parts of your thinking that you didn't quite embrace, and now you get to be what you feel is missing in your life. If joy is missing, you are joy. If love is missing, you are love. If time is missing, you are time. Everything you seek is right there, and it's just shifting your mind, cycling through the thoughts of what will support you to receive and to give.
I love it. She already put in there. I like that new affirmation.
You got this, girl.
Got it. Awesome. Okay, we'll just do a couple more. So we've got Nikki for body. Warrior 1, attitude and confidence. And I just saw somebody signed up for my free masterclass. So make sure you sign up. The link is in my bio. You can sign up for the free to be you.
Free to be you.
Free to be you summit.
Yeah.
And the intuition is your superpower free masterclass, which is on Thursday. So they're both in my link tree in my bio, and on Facebook they're both in the chat in the comments. So sign up while we're still on. I love to see the signups coming in. So
I love it. It's awesome. Yeah. And the Free to Be You Summit is live through July. There's plenty of time to jump in. You'll see Candace's interview. There's 29 other speakers in there. Just great information about empowering your abundant, authentic, joyful life. So yes, please join us.
Oh yeah, it'll be so good. 29. So you have 30?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
And you asked really good questions. Like a lot of times there isn't really a lot of questions, but you asked really good, really specific questions that I thought that was really, really good.
Thanks, Candace. I appreciate that, because it's really about a golden nugget that somebody can hear and actually implement in their life. It's not just like woo-woo and foo-foo. It's like, here's something that you can do today to change if you so choose to change.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Nikki, here's your card.
Okay. Nikki.
All right, Warrior 1, attitude and confidence for Nikki.
Confidence. I love this. And you said body, I remember, right?
Yes.
Body.
An entrepreneur, and just getting the confidence to building that business.
Yeah, confidence, building the business, confidence in what you're doing. And you know what? Everything is feedback, and feedback is neutral. It shows us where we get to go. And if something's not working, have confidence that you can figure it out. And also that whatever it is that you put out there, it will be received by those that get to hear your message, that get to be part of your business. And all of our businesses is not for everybody, and that's okay. There's so many people out there. So be confident in the message that you're putting out there, because somebody wants to hear it and somebody is looking out for that message.
Yes. Not everybody's going to dig what we do.
That's okay. That's okay.
All right, Leslie, good morning. May I have a card for spirit, please? Exercise, movement and flow.
Yes, movement and flow, ease and surrender. Listen to what your body wants, listen to what your mind is saying, listen to your heart and the spirit. It all comes together, right? All of those pieces come together really beautifully when we're not fighting it, when we're not in resistance. And when we're in resistance, it's because there's something there that we think that might not be, and we get to let it go. We get to let it go how it has to look. We get to let it go how it has to be. We get to let go being right. You know, it's not about being right. It's not about being perfect. It's about being us. It's about being authentic. It's about sharing our gifts with others. Be in the flow of it. Receive and give. Just be present. This is what it's all about. Your spirit is saying, be present for what's in front of you.
Write that down, Leslie. Put that in the comments. You're saying
Be,
be present.
be
Be present.
present. Be
All
present.
right, Lisa. Good morning, ladies. Could I get a card for body? I'm healing after an illness. Oh,
Ooh, yes.
Durga, 3-part breath. Lie down. Rest and relax and de-stress. 3-part breath.
Yes. Yes, especially recovering from something, whatever it may be, wishing you, sending you healing energy and love and wellness. Listen to your body. Allow yourself to really rest, really take it in. It's not being lazy. It's not, being like you're not doing something. You're actually actively resting. It's an active process. When you think about the female cycle, 28 days plus, we get to have an active recovery. We get to have rest. It's not just a little lackadaisical thing. It's not like, oh, I'm tired, let me rest. You get to have rest even when you're not ill. So right now you get to have rest in a whole different way. It's really nourishing your body, easing your cells, letting your body relax, letting the healing energy move around you. Make sure you hydrate and do a little bit of movement to get your blood circulating. Put on some warm layers or put on a heating blanket or a hot water bottle. Warm your body up, really allow that healing and that blood circulation to flow. And you get to embrace rest and relaxation and healing and take care of yourself.
Yeah, and that's what I picked up right away is that you asked for a body card, but I think it's more about the mind, right? It's you're feeling like you should be doing more still, or this isn't, you're not doing anything by resting. But it is so true that really it's active resting, that you can give yourself permission to do that and to
Yes.
just take the time to focus on your breath while you're doing it. So laying there and then breathing into the lower belly, breathing into the stomach, breathing into the chest, and then doing the 3-part breath. And if you're interested, on my website, I have a free meditation. The 3-part breath, I believe, is on there, is in under yoga and classes. It's in there somewhere. Message me if it's not, and I'll send it to you. And it's just a guided meditation to do the 3-part breath. Okay, so amazing to have you here, Soraiya. So
My
again,
pleasure.
let everybody know how they can connect with you, how they can reach out to you.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go to mommymindsetsummit.com. You can go to soraiyavasanji.newzealandler.com. Doesn't matter where you find me. I'm on Facebook, on Instagram. Would love to connect with you. I'm an empowerment coach, but I love to just serve others in the Mommy Mindset Summit to empower, inspire, and embrace our authenticity so we can have an abundant and joyful life. Join our series. I would love to connect with you on Facebook or Instagram. And yes, I'm in service.
Nice. So
Thank you, Candice.
so much for being here. This was really amazing, super fun. And again, put in the comments, give us a thumbs up and a heart, and share it with other people, and sign up right away for the free offerings. That's a lot of free content, a lot of free content between the summit and the free masterclass. So much good stuff that you can sign up for and join. Have a great day, everybody. And I will be back next Tuesday without a guest because it's right after the long weekend and I got a busy day. So I'm just going to be me. So have a great day, everybody. Namaste. Right. So we need to stop live stream.